Hey guys, today's video is going to be a fun one because my plan is to go ahead and show you 4 looks using 2 different palettes. The palette that we are going to dive into first is this one right here from Nomad Cosmetics, the Polar Express palette. I do also have the Too Faced Appley in Love. That one is going to come second, but today I want to dive into Nomad's newest palette. This is their Christmas release, the Polar Express. I absolutely love it. I am going to go ahead and create 2 looks. I'm going to share swatches and the works, so let's dive in. Okay, so before we jump into the looks, I want to share some close-ups and swatches and information about this palette. The Nomad Cosmetics Polar Express palette is $44, and this is a 15 shadow winter color scheme. So you have silvers and blues, you have chocolate and gold shades. It says that there are 8 Merry Mattes, 6 glowing shimmers, and 1 festive multi-chrome inspired by the classic Polar Express. And so that multi-chrome palette is smack dab in the middle, called this Polar Express shade. It has like a blue purple shift. It's absolutely stunning. Definitely can't wait to play with that one. The cool thing about Nomad Cosmetics is that with each release they are supporting a cause. So for this palette, they are a proud supporter of the WWF Global Arctic program. So I will have their website listed down below. You can get more information about that if you'd like, but I want to go ahead and create 2 looks here. I want to do more of like a wintry look and then maybe dip into a little bit of a warmer toned eyeshadow look. So let's go ahead and I'm going to zoom you in. Okay, the time has come for me to play with this bad boy here. I already did prime both of my eyes using the Ulta Matte Eyeshadow Primer. If you are interested in this look, I do have mascara on because I created a look showing you like how to do the least and make yourself look put together. And that's what this makeup look is here. It's honestly kind of like just what I do every single day when I'm getting ready for work, and I want to spend the least amount of time but not look completely horrible. So there's that. We have my hair out of my face here. I am going to do like more of a warm toned eye over here, and then I want to dip into the cooler side. So I think I need to start with okay, so I'm going to start with my Singe EO2, and I want to go into, I think, I kind of want to do like this, but I kind of want to do like this. Okay, I'm going to dip into this one right here in Santa's Helpers with the super cute elf embossing, and I'm just going to place this on the outer part of my eye, and I'm going to start lightly and then try and build it up and blend it out. That's the thing I like about this Singe brush, is it's small, and I have like hooded eyes. It's very small. I can kind of get into this area right here, but then it is a little fluffy to where I can blend it out up here as well and take it in a little bit. That's a pretty shade. And then what I'm going to do is take this is my BK211, and I'm going to go into, I think, this lighter shade right here, Nugget Candy. And I'm going to just use that to blend out the inner part of my eye and blend out this like outer section here as well. So then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Singe EO1, and I want to go into this shade right here in Believe. I'm going to put it on my brush and spray it with a little bit of Fix Plus, and we're going to put this on the outer part of my eye. That picked up beautifully, and I just want to focus it on like the outer section where I had that red shade, but I'm going to keep it under the lid, under the crease on the lid, and just put that right there. And then I'm going to flip it over and use the other side of my brush and go into this beautiful gold shade right here in Christmas Carol and do the same thing. This is Christmas Carol. I sprayed my brush, and I'm going to put this on like the inner part of my eye. This is a little bit tricky to do with mascara already on, but that's okay. It is what it is. We're gonna make it work. I'm just taking my finger and like meshing the middle part together to create a little bit of an ombre effect there. Beautiful. And then, ooh, I have eyeshadow everywhere down here. Then I want to go into, let me take my BK209. No, that's not what I want. I want this one. My BK204. And I'm going to go into this shade right here, Santa's Helpers. And I'm going to put that close to the lash line on like the outer half of my eye. Okay, so that was Santa's Helpers. Then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this Hot Cocoa shade right here. And this is an E33 from Sigma. And I'm just going to use that to kind of blend that out and get a little bit more of like a chocolatey vibe under there. Okay, cool. I like how that's looking. Very cool. We're gonna move on to the cooler toned eye. And I think I'm going to take this shade right here in Desert of Ice and my BK202 that I'm cleaning off with my Sigma Switch. And I'm going to put that all in the crease here. Just like very sloppy and all over. Then I'm going to take my BK Angie Hot and Flashy. This is the A504. We're going to dip into this deep blue shade here in Frozen Sea. And just kind of get that on this outer part of my eye to deepen this up, but keeping it pretty low and blending it out. And then we're gonna go in with this fluffy brush. This is the E40 from Sigma, and go into this North Pole shade and just use that to kind of blend all of this blue out. Blend, blend, blend. Make it look nice and smooth. I have to be like everybody who played with this palette, and I have to use this Polar Express shade, but I'm going to use it, I think, on the outer section, and then this silver one, or maybe this one. No, this one on the inner part. We'll see how that looks. Going into my Singe EO1 and Polar Express, of course I'm going to spray it with Fix Plus, and I'm going to press this in like the middle to outer section. This is like that blue purple. The more space you give it, the more shifty it'll be, but I'm trying to like play a little bit here. But that is beautiful, beautiful blue look. Sometimes blue, sometimes purple, depends on how your eye catches it. And then I'm going to flip it over, and I think I'm gonna go into this shade right here in Silver Bell. Here is Silver Bell, and we're just going to place this right here on the inner portion and blend it into that Polar Express shade. I'm going to take a little bit of my finger. It's silver, but almost with like a little bit of a blue undertone. So it's going to go nicely with these blue shadows. I'm going in with a pencil brush from Sigma and Desert Ice here, Desert of Ice, and I'm going to put that up underneath my lower lashes, blending that out some, but then I am going to tap a little bit into the Frozen Sea and focus that just on like the outer part of my eye. And then, because why not, taking the lightest blue with my E33 from Sigma and just blending it all together. Now, inner corner. Let's do the icy one, All Aboard, on this side. All Aboard. Very icy. Icy white, sparkly. And then let's take, this is the BK209, and go into Snowy Mountain, which I believe is a matte, and we'll do matte on this side. Not something I normally do, but I know my friend Angie likes to do a matte inner corner, and it always looks beautiful on her. Let me go ahead and fix up my mascara. Okay, so since this is like a winter wonderland look, I'm going to go in with my friend Heather Austin's collab with Unearthly in the lip gloss shade Omen. And this is like an icy, sparkly white shade. And we're gonna go ahead and put that right on top here. And there, I feel like that adds a little touch, a little sparkle, a little pizzazz. But this here is what our two looks are looking like. I love this palette. I love the Nomad formula. I love the shimmers. I love the sparkles. I love the mattes. But I really like how you can do like a warmer cranberry vibe, very hot chocolate, very like cranberry gold. Love it. But then you have the iciness here, the icy blues, the icy silvers. I also like how there's like a little cool tone section. I cannot wait to play more with this palette, but I thought that it would be fun to kind of do these two looks. This is what I was thinking initially. I'm definitely going to be dipping into this palette more. I mean, Polar Express, like how fitting, right? Like it's perfect for the holidays, but we're not done yet. This is the Polar Express palette. Let's go ahead now and dive into the Appley in Love. Okay, we are here for the Too Faced Appley in Love collection. This was their fall collection, I believe. It came out several months ago. I never ended up picking it up. I had a friend send it to me. I was very, very thankful for that. And although this is a fall color story, I can definitely see some December winter vibes. I love here how we have some golds. We have some of these like lighter icy shades. We have some cranberry reds and greens. So I want to go ahead and show you a couple looks. I want to show you maybe some holiday festive looks. If you do celebrate Christmas, we have Christmas time coming up. I always love the Too Faced palettes. I don't think the quality is like my favorite quality, but I always love the color stories that they put together. I always love the tin packaging. I love that there's like a little bit of a scent. We're gonna create two looks. Let's go ahead and dive in. I apologize for the lighting. It's a dark and gloomy day here and we just have artificial light to work with. I did already prime with my Ulta Matte Eye Primer. And I think what I'm gonna do, because I like to set my eyeshadow primer, I'm gonna take Sweet on You and just an old fluffy Real Techniques brush, and I'm just gonna take that and put this into the crease and the brow bone. I do this because of my small hooded eyes. I find that if I don't set, my primer will crease on me, and I feel like this just kind of gives me a nice blendable base to begin with. Okay, so I think to start, I'm gonna go into this shade right here, which is So Snackable, and I'm going to take my A504. This is the Kbellabeauty Angie Hot and Flashy, and I just wanna focus this on the outer portion of my lid and up into the crease a little bit. This is almost like a purpley type of shade, like a cranberry with a purple. This is like a cranberry purple, that's like a cranberry red. We may very well be using both of them today, but I want to build this up a little bit and also blend it a little bit into the crease. Then I'm going to take my Singe EO2 and I think I'm going to go into this mustardy shade right here and turnover. I love an apple turnover, and I'm going to put this like right here on the inner part of the crease, blending it up a little bit because I do have small hooded eyes and I want this to be seen. And then I'm gonna take this Sigma E35 and I'm gonna dip into right here, caramel apple. Slice Baby is the green underneath. And I'm just going to use this to blend out the edges because it's just like a lighter brown type of shade. And I just want to get like a nice even blend here. I'm taking my E57 from Sigma. I like really need to clean my brushes. I'm going to take this green shade right here in Slice Baby and a little bit of Fix Plus, and we're going to put that all over the lid. I am just going to press this all over the entire lid, really going to pack it on, build it up, and get that beautiful pop of green on there. This is like a wearable green in my opinion. I love like a light shimmery green, and mixed with that cranberry, I'm taking my finger a little bit mixed with the cranberry and that mustard orange, orangey yellow. I feel like it's just a beautiful, beautiful pop. So then just to make this more like festive and green, I'm gonna take Pick Me right here on a pencil brush, and I am going to run this underneath my lower lash line. It is like a bit of a shimmery green shade, but not like metallic shimmer. So I'm going to take this, and it'll just be a little bit more festive, a little pop of green there. And then I'm taking that same So Snackable shade, and we're just going to layer it right here, just on the outer portion of my lower lash line. I'm going to take Smitten right here, just on my finger, and pop that onto the inner corner. And so here is the completed first look, Christmassy with the golds, with the greens, a little pop of a purple cranberry. Let's go ahead and jump into the second look. I am thinking I want to do more of like a traditional gold on this side. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this caramel shade right here in Orchard Stroll, and I'm going to put this entirely through the crease. I'm using my BK 202. This is like a warm caramel brown, like what you would see maybe at an apple orchard in the fall. Taking my E40 from Sigma and going into that lighter brown shade in Caramel Apple. It's like the lightest kind of transition brown besides the Sweet on You that we used to set the eyeshadow primer. And so I'm just going to use that to blend out the edges. I am going to take my 207 from Kbellabeauty, and we're going to go into this shade right here in Candy Apple. And it's similar to the other shade that we used, but this one seems to be a little bit more red while the other one is a little bit more purple. But I'm going to use a more dense brush and press that into my outer V. Then I'm going to take a little bit of this shade right here in Appley in Love. I'm going to use that same E57 from Sigma. I just used my Sigma switch. And I'm going to spray it with Fix Plus and put it on the outer half of my lid. So this is Appley in Love, which is a shimmer. I'm putting it on like the middle to outer part of my eye, but I'm not covering up all of that matte shade. I do want to get a little bit, I'm just trying to use as many shades as I can. Then I'm going to flip it over, and we're going to go into this shade right here. This is Apple of My Eye. And so this is Apple of My Eye, and we are going to put this on the inner part and just kind of blend. I'm flipping, meshing, blending that gold shade into the cranberry. I want to see both of them, you know, like a little pop of both there. And then I want to go in with, this is my BK204, and I'm going to take this chocolatey brown right here. This is Baskets Full, and it's pretty deep. I'm going to focus it just on the outer part of my eye there, the outer part. And then I think we'll go in with, I have a pencil brush, and I'm going to go in with this one right here, which is in Apple Sauced, a little bit of a lighter brown. And I'm going to kind of blend that a little bit. My daughter was going over to a friend's house to play, and I'm willing to bet that she set an alarm because I told her it was an hour. Okay, so then we're going to go in with this lighter brown shade again. This is on my E33 from Sigma. And I just kind of want to like blend. It's feeling like a little harsh to me. I feel like it won't be that bad when I have mascara, but I do want to blend a little bit. I'm going to take this same Smitten shade right here and pop that on the inner corner. And after that, we have the finished look here, like a little golden cranberry eye. I feel like very fall appropriate, but also very Christmas time appropriate. We don't have any pops of green there, but we really have a little peekaboo of red and gold, and I'm into it. And so here is the finished 2 looks with the Appley in Love palette. If you're wondering what's on my lips, I do have a Sigma Beauty, this is their Infinity Point lipstick in the shade Deja Vu. And I just went with kind of like a deeper peachy brown. I felt like that looked good with both of the eyes. But I feel like you could do a red. You could do a red, you could do a nude, totally up to you. But I hope that you enjoyed seeing 2 looks with the Appley in Love palette. That is going to complete this 4 looks, 2 different palettes. I know that neither the Polar Express nor the Appley in Love palette are new, but they're new to me and I still wanted to play with them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I apologize if the lighting is not the best here. We're working with what we got, repping my Detroit Lions, hoping they have a Super Bowl in their future. But let me know, out of these 4 looks, which one was your favorite? Are you getting either of these palettes? Do you have either of these palettes? I would love to know. But that's gonna do it for this one. My son just woke up, so I'm gonna go grab him, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.